All throughout the Gospels, we see Jesus meeting physical needs within communities, healing the sick, giving sight to the blind, providing sustenance. But he never stopped there. He always pointed individuals to their greatest need, which wasn't physical, but it was spiritual. In fact, in John chapter 6, Jesus feeds the 5,000, and the Jews are so focused on their physical needs that they wondered if Jesus was the new Moses who would bring manna once again, like in the Old Testament. But instead, Jesus states, "I am the bread of life. He that comes to me shall never hunger, and he that believes on me shall never thirst again." You see, Jesus meets their physical hunger, but simultaneously, he shows them that their greatest need is actually spiritual. It's salvation. This week for Emmanuel Global, we want to focus on local partnerships that are both meeting physical needs like homelessness and hunger and pregnancy crisis and rescue from abusive situations. But while meeting those physical needs, these local partnerships are also living out the gospel and actively sharing the gospel to those that are in need. Our first partnership is with ABC Women's Center. As followers of Christ, we believe that every life is valuable. And in a world where 50 million abortions happen annually, places like the ABC Women's Center are helping change the narrative by sharing Jesus and giving guidance to mothers and fathers who otherwise have nowhere else to turn. The second organization that we partner with is Hartford Rescue Mission. Through volunteers and generous contributions, HRM is able to provide meals and clothing and supplies for the homeless. Actually, for 3 years running, we've partnered with the mission in our Street Survival Bag project. So thank you for impacting needy lives with the gospel of Christ right in the center of our state's capital. Our third partnership is with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. InterVarsity is a Christian ministry to college campuses, and their mission is simple. It's to share the gospel to college students and to disciple believers. Our goal is to continue to come alongside InterVarsity to provide Bibles and dun books and other gospel resources to help reach our next generation for Christ. The fourth organization that we're partnering with is called Amira. Amira is a Christian ministry that establishes safe houses for those trapped in the criminal world of sex trafficking. Amira partners with police, the FBI, doctors, and attorneys, all in an effort to rescue sex trafficking victims and to place them into safe spaces for recovery. Our fifth local partnership is with Peter Peranzino and the Law Enforcement Bible Study. 2 years ago, Peter Peranzino stepped out in faith to start a monthly Bible study to specifically minister to our local law enforcement. And since then, God has blessed that step of faith tremendously. This year, Peter has been able to minister to a tight group of police officers who are growing in the Word together and getting that much needed support. Along with these 5 local partnerships, Emmanuel has had the opportunity to partner with the Red Cross. And for the last 2 years, our church has hosted a blood drive every month and helped the Red Cross collect nearly 1,000 units of blood, which is enough blood to potentially save 2,800 lives. We're continually partnering with the Red Cross every month to make a difference in our community. As a church family, we are engaging in 4 ministry service projects this fall that you can be involved in. Throughout this month, we have the opportunity to write postcards of encouragement to our missionaries that are around the world. Every year, we hear feedback from these missionaries that these postcards came at just the right time. Many of our missionaries actually face discouragement and isolation, and we want to fix that. So I want to invite you to grab a postcard from your bulletin, write a simple note of encouragement, and then leave it at one of the drop stations on your way out the door. For our second initiative, we're partnering with Samaritan's Purse to send the gospel and Christmas gifts to over 200 children around the world. This project is called Operation Christmas Child. Operation Christmas Child delivers the good news of Jesus Christ to children in need around the world through a gift-filled shoebox. Each box will be packed full of quality toys and school supplies and personal care items, all of which is a tangible expression of God's immense love for these children. For many of them, it'll actually be their very first time ever receiving a gift. So I'd encourage you to visit the station in the stairwell, pick up a box, pray for your child, fill the box, then drop it off later that month. The third initiative that our church is officially launching this month, we're calling Emmanuel Global Kids. Every month, the puppet Missions Manny will visit EBC Kids to teach our children about how they can pray and support and engage with missions. It's exciting to think that our kids will have the opportunity to send resources and to bless other children around the world. Finally, in late November, we will officially share Thanksgiving. During a time when most are celebrating, many are hurting. In 2021, dozens of Emmanuel family members were actually able to go and on Thanksgiving morning deliver a hot Thanksgiving meal and a gospel presentation to families that are in need. So once again, we invite you to share Thanksgiving this year. If you're interested, you can visit that table in the lobby or go to ebcnewington.com/share Thanksgiving. Pray that God will use these opportunities to bless many. May the gospel grow throughout our love, and may we see a great number believe and turn to the Lord in our community in the weeks and months ahead.